Glad we could make it. Perfect. Ready for Frank About Health. We're ready to talk honestly. This is Frank About Health. Let's get real.
Hey everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Frank About Health with the return of Lacie Cupani. She was on Frank About Health over at talkradio.nyc towards the end of 2025 when we were discussing about how she had started her career with every intention to be a medical professional. She learned her surgical techniques. She dealt with all kinds of biomolecular research. She was into genetic science and other kinds of issues that we will review again today. But everyone must remember, if you saw that show back in 2025, she used her surgical technique to come up with a myriad of fashion designs that have already exploded her into her own brand, Cupani Fashions, or CMG Fashion Weeks. I was very fortunate to attend the one in New York in 2025. I think it was September 13th to be exact. And it's coming again, September 12th this year, 2026. And I definitely plan to be there. But we also reunited under different circumstances. We first met when I was working for Hilton Hotels back in 2016. So I think we've already had a natural connection since then. So coming back here on Frank About Health for the purposes of the audience right here on E360 TV, as well as on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, you are going to see many different sides to her. For those that already remember her from last time, and for those that are only meeting her today for the first time, you're going to see how she has evolved exactly with love from that of a medical professional, always advising you wherever she can, but using that same skill set to make everyone look their best. I'm trying to be as stylish as I can be, but who knows, maybe in the next year when we also tell you about something that she's working on for 2027, I may become more involved in that and definitely carry the image and style and presentation that goes with it. That being said, if I were to issue a medical disclaimer, all I can say is that what you are going to be hearing about are the views and the history and the stories of Lacie Cupani. They are not the views of this network or of my social media platforms. They're not to be taken as ways to dissuade you from whatever your ongoing medical protocols are for your self-care or for your mental health or for any other conditions you might be dealing with. But I can say, when you hear what Lacie Cupani has done with herself, her life, her brand, as well as her business and career, you might be inspired to find your own inner creativity to deal with your life's challenges as you continue to deal with each day. All right. That all being said, Lacie, thank you so much for coming back to Frank About Health, especially on this new platform where we can actually show some history and previews and promote what you're going to be doing in the future. But I guess to make everyone aware of what we talked about on the last episode, can you give a background, an overview of why you went into medicine or why you focused on the specialties that you did and pretty much what you learned and what became your expertise at that time?
Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Lacie, and it's really pleasure and honor to be here at E360 TV and came back after journey with Style Icon. So briefly about me, I graduated medical academy in small country, Kyrgyzstan. It's a northern part of the China and close to the Afghanistan. So I earned my doctorate degree in immunology, microbiology, and infectious diseases. So with focus on the tuberculosis and human immunogenetics. So this was my specialty when I graduated medical academy. Later on, I was in the field of the transplantology because my immunology background, and I was selecting donors for bone and tissues and organs transplantation, identical donors. So I was working in this field, and at the same time, I was approached by one professor who offered me to do my PhD in immunogenetic because I was already in the field of hematology and immunogenetics. So I engaged my PhD dissertation. So I discovered genes that make people susceptible and also genes that make people resistant to tuberculosis in Kyrgyz population.
Wow.
And later on, I won research grant, and I continued my research in human immunogenetic at University of Tokyo, prestigious University of Japan, and I identified further genes that are connected with drug resistance development and make people more prone to chronization of tuberculosis. And also in the same time, also I discovered other genes that promote against drug resistance development. And people respond to direct absorbed therapy and recover it from TB. This was my research.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. So you always had a scientific mind from the start? That was where your mind, your destiny was taking you?
I was, as a medical student, I had particular, this particular, flavor. I like, the plastic surgery, and I wanted to be plastic surgeon. I assisted, the surgeons, plastic surgeons and surgeons in dentistry field.
Yes.
So, and I like it, and I dreamt by myself, but usually when you tell your God your plans, God will laugh and redirect you. So basically I was redirected from the surgery background, like a plastic surgeon. So I moved to the field of hematology and immunogenetics. But I always like to do something with my hands. So when I was assisting doctors, I love it. And I remember when I was traveling to medical academy on the bus, I look on the faces of the people and I know what kind of muscle I'm going to adjust or readjust to make people look younger and more beautiful.
Yes. So your own genetics, your own DNA definitely was concerned whether you were practicing medicine or whether you were developing fashions. How do I make everyone look beautiful and attractive, stylish, things like that? So your motivation is how do you help others, but at the same time, which skill set is most important at the time, depending on the individual?
Yes, absolutely. So when we do something, we have to, either in medicine or other fields, so the humans tend to assist or share something or prevent or enhance or market, like what you do and your marketing, you're assisting other people to know about something particular, like in a particular field, or just assist to others to get known in the field.
Exactly. And also to take whatever you are already helping people with and get the message even further out there so that everyone can really understand what I've already seen. Like, for example, what was the turning point when you realized that your surgical skill was more relevant to making stylish clothing for people or models or even the medical professionals themselves? What was that point in your life where you were using that same skill set with your hands, but pivoting from medicine to fashion?
So before I entered fashion, I came to United States in 2001. I was invited by Polytechnic in Vayu to do research and design handheld device. Again, something with hands. So I deal with hands or using hands was very particular. So I was using particular glycoconjugate and I was doing research in this field. So to design handheld device to detect pathogen. If you remember September 11 attacks and after it was biological attacks, I
Yes.
give, so many lectures while at the Polytechnic in Vayu. I give 40 times lectures about this, what is biodefense and whether people should use mask or should use gloves at that time or not. But I showed that spores are so tiny that they can penetrate through this, pores that either in mask or in our glove.
Yes.
So,
So, by the way, when the COVID pandemic hit, did you find that your medical background was very useful then too, or were you told to speak on the vaccine, or at that point you were not the vaccine? I'm sorry, the virus, and
yes,
therefore, or
yes,
were you?
I was
Yeah,
connected in the vaccines, in terms of the vaccine development, because after Polytechnic in Vayu, I entered my new step as a assistant professor, and later on as associate professor. I was giving lectures, I was teaching students, and I had my personal lab here at Little Rock. So, and I was teaching at university, and I was doing also intensive research in vaccine development and immunotherapeutics. So I have a patent filed, American patent in this field. So I found there are certain way we can stimulate, the immunity at the certain pathogens. And
yeah.
it's important, to do vaccination against deadly diseases and
Mhm.
prevent and boost your own immunity
Oh,
to stay
absolutely.
healthier, and respond early, as much earlier to the any infection. I mean, either virus or bacteria. So
Yes,
we have a lot of pathogens that we have to fight with.
absolutely. Now, when you said Little Rock, you mean Little Rock, Arkansas, correct?
Yes, Little Rock, Arkansas, yes.
Did you move there when you came to the U.S., or were you in New York first?
No, I was in New York from
Yeah.
2001 until 2005, and in 2005 I moved to University of Arkansas at Little Rock, and I engaged my research studies and teaching. So
Amazing.
I was doing this, so I expanded because everything came from the handheld device. And when I found that those molecules have immunomodulatory properties, I came to my professor to ask him, because he was chemist, Kalle Levon, at
Yes.
Polytechnic in Vayu, and I asked him and I showed him, I said, it's not only a device to detect, this is also something that you could use for vaccine development. So
Wow.
he said he's interested in handheld device, so that I have to assist them like chemist, physicist. I was only one person with biology or medicine knowledge in
Yeah.
medical field. So and I was assisting them. So and I said to him, and I asked him actually, I said, when I will be independent from you, could I use this topic as my further research? Because I was really amazed.
Yes.
So when I found that those molecules have not only properties to detect bacteria, but also could be used for vaccine development.
Oh my. So, I mean, did it become successful after you had developed that project?
Yes. This while I filed the patent. I have
Wow.
American patent because it's really very valuable for American population and in the vaccine field.
So, what was the condition that the vaccine was used for? I don't think it was COVID, because that came from
No,
Pfizer.
this is against bacterial infection.
Mm,
Deadly bacteria, basically in the field of biodefense.
amazing. So, I mean, people who would end up with skin conditions, or people would end up with
Yeah, it's in
different
any
types of conditions.
it's actually any pathogens, because we later on during my research, personal research, I tried different bacteria and I tried different, the parasite even, that they're able to inhibit and stimulate immunity.
Wow. So
Yeah.
were you in, I mean, COVID was 2019 into 2021, 22, depending on what stage we were at. Were you, I know at that point, I think we had met before then, and you were already involved
Yes.
with Cupani Factory. So
yes,
were
yes.
you still involved in any way in the COVID era?
Not during COVID, not. I was not involved, but I was just observing what is going on in the field of, the virology and vaccine development, because I firmly believe that we have powerful system. It's called immune system, that we are producing so many powerful tools, and definitely when someone have low immunity, they need a boost that will help them to fight with any infection.
Absolutely.
This is the beauty of vaccine, so that we are assisting to people who has compromised immunity or low immunity, like, for example, elderly population and kids, children, young children, their immunity is developing, but elderly population, their immunity decreasing. So, and they become more susceptible to pathogens. Therefore, vaccination, either for the children or vaccination for the elderly population, it's critical at a certain time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I can identify with that, as you know, what I've been going through recently. But I can say that there was that point in time when you realized that your medical knowledge or even your surgical skills was better useful in the fashion industry. What was the thing that made you transition like that?
No, like fashion was always something that I like to do. I like as a child to do, but we usually follow what our parents advise us at the time. My mom was a medical nurse, the nurse, and she wanted me to be a doctor. So I get this doctorate degree. I got my medical degree. Later on, postdoctoral studies at University of Tokyo. But later on, life changed. So in 2013, life changed to me, for me here, and then I thought probably it's great time to organize something that I really love it. That do fashion, I advise people how to dress, I style people, a lot of celebrities, and like even politicians in Kyrgyzstan. First, our ambassador of Kyrgyzstan in United States, she was really like, she was asking me what I have to wear, like we were friends, and I was advising her. So in 2013, I came to conclusion, I think it's probably time for me that I really love. And so I registered company Cupani Fashion. I named it Cupani Fashion after a family name that I have. After Francisco Cupani, who was Italian priest and was born in 1694 and passed away in 1710. So when I decided I have to do something and use all my medical knowledge, scientific knowledge, and use all what I was doing in science, like because also I was organizing scientific conferences and run 6 years international conference here at Arkansas. 32 countries, people from 32 countries were coming every year here in Arkansas, and we had international conference. So anyway, when you organizing fashion show, it's similar what I was doing in science. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do something that will bring health, because those stitch that I'm doing, it's done with love, and it helps people to stay healthy. Because it's all the cotton that we get in sunshine, the cotton flowers are getting from sunshine and getting energy. And it's so nice. And when people are wearing crochets, every stitch is love. And each of these openings is like organic AC unit. So it's completely different what we are wearing, but it's helping. I want what people will feel so special when they
Yes.
were wearing some designs. It's one of kind design
Yes.
and giving something that people will be experience so many compliments and will be other people will be just looking what you will be wearing. This is how it happened. We met you first time, remember?
Yes.
2016, I was at Hilton and
Yes.
I see this smiley face of the Frank who was looking at me and we were doing photo shoot and
Yes.
I see how you look at and I really want that you will be get involved. And I said, would you like to get involved in the photo shoot? And you
And
said, yes, why
yeah,
not?
right there at the hotel. I remember 35th
Yeah,
Street, near Koreatown or something like that. And I just remember there was a whole bar set up over there, and there was the camera.
yes,
It was Fashion Week in New York, and
yes. It was during September Fashion Week in New York. We just
yeah,
came from after Manhattan, like and we had, the party at the V's Hotel and then we met you. So I
yes,
saw how people see when I'm dressed up. I just, the people express their compliments. And in the same way, I would like what other people who will wear my designs will feel in similar way and will
yes,
be energetic, will be highly desirable, and someone will be fall in love, this what I
exactly.
wanted to do, like in 2013, I registered a company and I started to do my fashion shows.
Beautiful.
Then I went for Little Rock Fashion Week. So I
Mm,
crocheted 40 pieces in 2014. I went for Little Rock Fashion Week and I won Line of the Year 2014.
mm.
And then I got invited by, it's like a wave, like when wave
Yeah,
of the
upward
success.
trajectory or just
Yes, yes,
traction, the momentum.
yes, yes, momentum. And then I got invited by Susan Hutchinson, wife or First Lady of Arkansas, so to
Mm,
design for her dress or outfit for inauguration of Asa Hutchinson. So, and I delivered my dress by January 11th, something 2015. So, and then again, I designed for other celebrities. I done fashion shows. So,
yes,
and then I understood, like I have to not only do fashion show, but also to promote people, to market them, because not many people knows how to market themselves. So with all my knowledge and international travels, and I want what people will see different kind of countries
yes.
and explore the world, and you will see that our planet is so small and we are here with some purpose and alive.
Exactly. And now, I mean, since 2016 when we first met, and now 2026, 10 years later, we have a smaller world because of social media, because of mobile technology, because of
Yes,
AI, because
yes.
of whatever. Have you seen that all of that new media and new technology help expand Kupani fashion,
Oh,
or has
yes,
it been a
definitely.
challenge? Oh,
The Kukupani fashion, yes, it's absolutely. You right now it's so artistic process, the whether you use an artificial technology or you
yeah,
could create music and do not violate anyone, the copyrights for the
copyright.
music or whatever,
Yes,
and you could design. It's such fascinating world. And I remember someone told, the when people become lazy, they establish the best technology in the world. For
mm,
example, why people established, or design cars? Because
yes,
they try to walk. They become lazy. I am saying in the quote. Or
yes,
why people didn't want to stay without the lamp. So they designed the lamp because they become already lazy to use an everyday use candle. You know,
exactly.
so, and I think, this artificial intelligence is really helping a lot, at least for me, to use this technology to promote other people. And I'm using a lot
Yes,
because I'm designing music for our designers. So I'm
yes,
designing lyrics because, designers are submitting short bio or introduction about them.
Yes.
So I'm rewriting like a short poetry, and I'm asking, the artificial intelligence, could you make a lyrics for this type of the song? And later on, could you make song for this particular lyrics?
Very nice. And so, but would that by any chance have anything to do with what you mentioned earlier about almost becoming the style icon of the year, or was that
yes.
unrelated?
Style icon, yes, was the era when I started to use, because the
AI.
purpose of style icon, it was, the purpose was to help to fundraise money for Elton John Foundation
Yes.
to eradicate HIV worldwide, including United States, because
Yes.
HIV is growing. So,
Yes.
but you only could do this when you have a lot of people on social network,
Yes.
Facebook or Instagram, YouTube, and they have all those already ready. But I was doing this for other people, but Style Icon was about the Lacie Cupani and Cupani fashion, because idea was to get this Style Icon and later on meet Donatella Versace during the Italy Fashion Week, and get known. Yes, Milan Fashion Week. Sorry, Milan Fashion Week, and go further from that, because I had a lot of plans, but I was started to use all this technology. In the evening, I was preparing video. Then in the morning, I uploaded and I asked people to vote for me. So I have to show all my skills, all my designs. So it was from the I think it's like first week of October until December 4th. Very long competition, but every day I have to make like, okay, you uploaded one video, but someone will be looking in the morning, other people during noon, and third people will be looking in the evening. So I have to entertain and upload at least 10 videos. So how to speed up this? So I need to learn how to make songs. What is will be most exciting tool. So I showed some collection. I showed all my achievements, my personal achievements, and achievements of our top models or top designers, the 101 winners who won already a particular title. So, and then, like on December 4th, it was just 9 seconds, and
You were number one.
And I'm number one.
Yes. Actually, that
Style Icon and semi-finalist. I was overperformed more than 260,000 designers and talented individuals from Canada and United States. And I got this
nice. It's beautiful.
con Lacie Cupani and you see Cupani fashion. So
Oh, wow. And then I remember that was around the time you were on Frank About Health, and we were trying to also get people to vote literally at the last minute.
And thank you everyone who was voting for me during this time after your Frank program that you done with health. It was really helpful, because I see the influx of the people and votes that were coming every moment when it was needed. Thank you so much, everyone, for voting for me and Lacie Cupani, and for you, Frank, for your generous support.
Well, I think now this is the perfect time to see what has happened since then. I have here a short video that I'm going to say is Lacie Cupani to the rescue. First, as a medical practitioner and a researcher and immunologist in training, all the way to making everyone look their best. So everyone stay tuned for this brief 2-minute summary of Lacie's talent. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, due to technical difficulties, the best thing for me to do is wrap up the show with that. But yeah, that's perfect. Show the book.
This real magazine, and I'm super honored as a fashion designer.
Yes.
and also producer of the CMG Worldwide Fashion Week, to get featured on the front cover of the Coral Avenue High Fashion magazine,
Yes.
along with, this issue highlighted not only my Cupani Fashion Couture, but also our CMG Dubai Fashion
Nice.
Week tour. So, and on the back we have our celebrities, Cassandra Vanna, and Cassandra is uh, here.
Yeah.
Yes, Cassandra is from United States, and Agnes is from United Kingdom. So
Mm,
they are our CMG Worldwide Queens, and they are Model 101 winners. So whose beauty and professionalism and dedication continue to motivate the next generation of fashion talents. So,
yes.
and also it's incredibly inspiring that on this legendary, the magazine or Five Fashion magazine, I was featured in the issue with other famous entertainers
Yes.
that came from the Venice Festival. So I'm going to just to find, I was trying to look at the screen.
Before when we
Anyway,
close the show out, we will definitely show the complete collage together that you created.
yes. Oh,
Yes.
different way.
No, I mean I see an actress. I see.
Yeah, I see it as Isabel Harper, and also Pedro Almodovar and Tilda Swinton, Daniel Craig,
Dan-
Kevin Costner,
yes.
and Jason Schwartzman.
Yes.
And here we have next person. We have here Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Yes.
Yeah,
She
this
was
way, Lady
she was not
Gaga.
only in The Devil Wears Prada 2, but she was
Yeah.
also on Cupani Fashion magazine Coral magazine.
Oh, yes, Cora Havini, yes.
Yes.
And those old people, it's really an honor because I was in the same issue and be in the cover of the magazine with all those celebrities who
Yes.
joined the Venice International Film Festival. So.
Nice.
And at the same time, also our winners from United States,
Yes.
UK, Japan, and Romania, one
Yes.
of our winners who joined Dubai Fashion Week, and we brought the winners
Yes.
to Dubai and show their talents, and their beauty and their professionalism in the field of the fashion and modeling industry.
Amazing.
You could see we had photo
Yes.
shoot, the desert photo shoot and Dubai photo shoot, Dubai City, and thanks so much, the photographer, Dubai accredited photographer Svetlana, who was taking those photos
Yes.
because she was taking the moment,
Yes.
and we were invited to get featured in the several magazines, including the Coral Avenue.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it was super excited moment.
Well, I do wonder though. It's like you were talking about all these different countries. Do you have a set schedule every year in terms of your fashion weeks? I mean, I know there. I heard well, obviously New York Fashion Week and Paris Fashion Week and Dubai Fashion Week. But are there others that you have throughout the year for 2020?
Yes, and we're super excited about the future of the CMG Worldwide Fashion Weeks and the new location and CMG Italy Fashion Week. Sorry, I was just made not the
Love
the
Italy.
Milan Fashion Week, but
Yeah.
CMG Italy Fashion Week because it always was one of my dream, and
Yes.
just because it's my the relationship with my family name. So
Yes.
and at the present time, together we are together with CMG Worldwide celebrity and queen Cassandra Vanno that you saw on the
Yes.
on the cover of the magazine, and
Yes.
her husband. We're working right now on the establishment or launching CMG Italy Fashion Week, and for 2027 we are planning that we're going to have CMG Italy Fashion Week in Arci. Arci is a small town that is rich in Italian history, culture, and tradition. So,
Yes.
and then we will be traveling to Sicily, Italy, to meet mayor of the Palermo city. You may ask, why Sicily? You may ask me.
Well, isn't
Because
that where your family name comes from, in Sicily?
yes, it came from Sicily, Italy, and it's really so interesting. This year when we were in Las Vegas, we on the bay from the bay back from Las Vegas back home, we stopped in Monument Valley, and we got this behind the Monument Valley tour. And we were doing not photo shoot, just out taking pictures and see the scenery. And I see some, the group of 3 people, they try to take pictures. And then I heard this accent, and I said to them, "From where you are?" And they said, from Sicily, Italy. I said, "Oh my God, my family name is originated from Sicily, Italy as well." And they asked, "What's your family name?" And I said, "Cupani." And he said, I'm Cupani. See? The guy's family name was Cupani.
So is he your cousin? Your genetic?
Maybe somehow related in the past, the
Yes.
it's a long past history. But the meaningful part of the CMG Italy Fashion Week, that according to my vision, I would like to dedicate CMG Italy Fashion Week to in Sicily, Italy, to Francisco Cupani. So as union of between science and fashion.
Yes.
So Francisco, he was, Sicilian priest.
Yes.
And he was scientist and botanist who was pioneering work, in plant classification.
Yes.
That his classification helped to pave the way to binomial nomenclature of plants or the animals that was established by Swedish scientist Carl Linnaeus.
Wow.
So and through the vision, we hope to create unique platform that will unite science, medicine, health, the culture and history that will come together beautifully in Sicily, Italy. But we will launch CMG Italy Fashion Week in Arci.
Yes. So then, that being said, you were telling me you want me to be involved in
Yes.
2027.
And
I presume in the Sicily portion of things, because you're also doing a fundraising for an orphanage in Sicily, correct? Or is that throughout the whole region of Italy?
We all since 2015 we do fundraising.
Oh,
because the orphanage came to me when I was doing Fashion Week in Asia. And since 2015, we honored to support orphanage and fundraise money. Everyone who is joining our fashion show, either as audience or participants, you directly or indirectly, you support them to fundraise money. Because when you buy ticket, we put certain portion for the orphanage. When you buy magazine that we created, it's again something. You buy photos or you participating in the fundraising event. We have every time at the fashion show, just lately, third year, Be Kind is donating scarf and the hats. So, and we using this, everyone could buy some piece of this or just buy the lottery ticket. So, and we have the gift that is more than, the $2 that you're buying for the lottery ticket, and it's fun.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
and definitely, when I learn about you, so that you now acquainted and working for the E360 TV, I told you that you have to be there because you will show entire TV what is going on and how we traveling from Milan to Arci. And then from the Arci, we will travel to Sicily, Italy. How we're going to meet mayor of the Palermo city is expecting us. We are right now preparing show in Archie. So I would like that the show will be broadcasting worldwide, including 360 TV. And we would like what you will do live, and you will come because you person, not only health, we will talk about the health as well. What people, Italians are eating, why they look younger and healthier, why you have to eat a lot of tomatoes, pomidore. Pomodoro. It's called the fruit of the love.
Exactly. Every time that I've been to Italy in the past, I would eat too much food, too much healthy food. I would lose weight and not gain it, even while I'm eating more than I should be. So it's definitely another sign of the whole
Yes.
culture of the food, all non-processed, all organic, all natural, and all nutritious. I think it must be not only a cultural norm, but it might even be the law. Would that be safe to say?
Yes. And they drinking too, a lot of wine, or eat spaghetti, a lot of pasta, and they don't get the weights. They slim.
Exactly. Well, so let me ask you this question though. Do you also donate to a lot of the medical research that you were originally not donate, fundraise to all of the medical research that you originally did when you were in the States, like immunology and things like that? Or is it exclusive to the orphanage that you have been
No,
involved
this what was I was trying to fundraise money through the style icon, and we fundraised more than $14,000 through this program, so that to assist Elton John to fight with, the HIV. As a medical, as a person, as a scientist, I did not participate in the fundraising activities because I was involved in science and education, and it was not fundraising, but running research conference to make people known in the field. So, but the orphanage become our, not official charity. I did not register this as a charity. We just asking people to demonstrate their beauty or talents as a hairstylist or makeup artist or as a designer or photographer or entertainer. So, and we boost their marketing, but in after like other side of the marketing and talents, we are fundraising money that benefiting Orlovsky Orphanage. The Orlovsky Orphanage has 36 kids, and for 2026, if I may tell this, 2026 we have goal. We would like to fundraise extra money and buy, the commercial grade oven and the dough mixer, so that orphanage or staff of orphanage will be independent from other companies, and they will be baking their own fresh bread and pastries, everything what you could bake. So, and they will be not using money and not losing. They will be self-efficient. Doing so, and they will be using healthy, the organic, the ingredients, because people they care about the health.
But what about, for example, the children's health itself, like the health care, immunizations?
Okay.
Is that where some of the money within the orphanage goes to
Yes,
as well?
like we also I think it's 2004 or 2024, sorry, 2024. What we did, we bought electrocardiograph. We help orphanage to establish medical infirmary at the premises of the Orlovsky Orphanage, so that they appointed doctor who was coming to the orphanage and did the medical exam, the simple test, and they observing kids on the regular basis. So because orphanage, they don't have insurance money to travel, and it's so expensive. So in our mind, in my mind as medical doctor, it's better prevent than treat it. So this is how I was educated in medicine, or medical field. So we feel that it's better to prevent than treat it because it will be more expensive. And orphanage cannot do this. So we bought also a lot of stuff. We bought washer and dryer. We helped them to buy, this carpet area, real carpet.
Yes.
Very nice, that's like Turkish soft carpet, and kids, before they were walking with bare feet on the cold floor. Now
Yeah.
they have carpet area, they sit in, they enjoy and they can play. Yeah, all these videos available on CMG Worldwide News. So for each year, we designating, CMG Asia Fashion Week, the leaders, and they go there and they deliver it. What we brought to this, the orphanage as a fundraiser activity, the outcome. But this year we would like to buy, the oven, commercial grade oven and dough mixer, because their instruments, what they have, it's on the small scale and it's very, very old.
Well, also, aside from the fashion weeks themselves, when people actually see your clothes, are you able to go online and purchase them, or do you sell them through distributors or retailers, or how?
No,
people actually-
my pieces that I'm designing, I can show you right now in the preparation. See this, what is
Yes.
on the mannequin, you could see
Yes.
mannequin. So it's basically one of kind, one single piece in the entire planet. So
Yes.
I have online, I have at the CMG Worldwide, fashionweeks.com. So I have Facebook, Instagram, I have TikTok,
Yes.
I have all this possible, the social media where people can find me. You just type Cupani Fashion on the Google and you will get all these
So
tools.
everybody can get your clothing predominantly online. They
Yes,
wouldn't find
yes,
you
yes, online, yes. Yes,
Okay.
I was just recently, just few days ago, on Sunday. I
Yes.
had collection that I designed and showed in Mexico. We
Yes.
had also New Year cruise with Cupani. It was
Yes.
pink flamingo collection. And then lady asked me, she needs something and she really wanted to pink. So, and I said, okay, I have pink flamingo. Maybe you would like to have this one. But she said, I need cardigan. So it was tunic. So I was using 3 pieces to create 1 piece. And she bought this and she gave me also money for orphanage. So
Incredible.
as a tip, she said, this is for orphanage. Then we have with Cassandra Vanna, we have annual meetings in fall and spring.
Yes.
And Hot Springs Volkswagen Club helping us to fundraise money. And I was putting some tunic. Cassandra was wearing like a model during the car show. So we told everyone could get this tunic. So we were explaining this tunic 100% I'm donating for the orphanage. And we sold the tunic for $250. So we got it again in our wallet for this commercial grade oven and the dough mixer that we would like to buy for orphanage.
So when people buy your clothing online, do the proceeds or a percentage of proceeds go to the orphanage
Yes,
as well?
partial proceeds go to the orphanage. So
Oh,
when people come for the show, as I said, you buy
yeah.
the ticket, VIP ticket or general admission ticket, partial proceeds will go to orphans. So you will be indirectly or directly promoting and supporting, all our fundraising activities. So we
Yeah.
have also on our website, you could buy a ticket, support orphan or donate to orphan.
Oh,
So you
to
could
do a
donate.
donation without
Yes, donation. You could go and donate like $10 or buy more tickets as much. If businesses donated money, we featuring business in Amazing magazine. We have Amazing magazine, and
Yes.
we featuring business of the month, so that people around globe in nationwide could know about this business. So if
Yes.
you donate as a business or person, you donate in particular amount. So we will be featuring you or your business in our magazine, like business of the month. And we also, in the end of the year, in the end of the year, and in the January issue, we usually feature all donors who donated within 1 year.
Amazing. Wow. So I guess that says it again. It's Lacie Cupani to the rescue from a philanthropy, a charitable
Philanthropy.
through philanthropy, through fashion, through your knowledge of medicine and healthcare, through immunology, through genetics. You know, even the whole story of your lineage with Sicily. Your DNA was not only your intuition and what you were going to be studying for immunology, but it is what's driven you to do both areas of your life because of your DNA within your family line. It just makes sense that you were basically always destined to do whatever you did, whether it was your medical school research and then your eventual grants, and which led you to eventually learn the techniques to make your designs and go through that trajectory we talked about, especially with the various fashion weeks. And I just figure that 2027 is going to be a real full circle moment. I can't wait to be part of it.
Everyone most welcome to join us. Just join us and we will not only, the see fashion show, we will travel and we will explore real Italy, not in the big cities. Milan is beautiful, but you will be able to see real Italians outside Milan. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be Archie. And like you said, this Coral Avenue, they later on invited me
Yeah.
because they texted me and they said, is it okay if we will write, you have like 12 years of the fashion, glamour, and 10 years in philanthropy. I even did not think about it's really true. And last year they figured out and they featured me. And I received also proclamation of the mayor of City Hot Springs,
Yes.
fashion icon and philanthropic leader. The proclamation from the mayor of the city of Arkansas.
I think
Hot
you also
Springs.
said you received some support from this
Yes,
year's
proclamation. Proclamation. It was given, during New York Fashion Week last year. Our judges
Yes.
were on behalf of the mayor of the city, Hot Springs,
Yes.
and the board of the city. They gave this proclamation to me. It was super honor. I feel so touched
Yes.
because I did not realize that so many years just passed like this.
It always flies when you're doing what you love. You know, you haven't been working. You've been
Yes,
you've been living with love, as you said.
yes, please join us. Everyone who will be joining us as audience, you will be able to select the best talents, like 101. So
Yeah.
because audience and judges will be voting for the most talented designers or models, hairstylists, makeup artists, and later on photographers.
So the next one though will be the New York Fashion Week in September.
Yes, New York Fashion Week is going to be on September 10th through 13th. Grand show is going to be on Saturday, September 12th.
Okay.
Paris Fashion Week, CMG Paris Fashion Week will be on October 2nd through the 4th. But Grand Show is going to be on the October 3rd.
And then after that, it's Italy.
Yes, and we're already working on this Italy. Right now, Michael Vano, husband of the Cassandra Vano,
Yes.
they're in Italy today. Today we had like, the WhatsApp phone call, and they met mayor and vice mayor of the Archie. So they showed me what kind of venues do they have. So, and we are going to work on this direction. While we are talking about, they're already establishing something.
Well, we're about to, I want to end the show a little early. I want to show the video that we were going to show and then close it out. But you already know that we've been discussing not just my participation in what's happening in Sicily next year, but for the upcoming fashion weeks, or maybe even have some kind of specials related to the fashions you're working on, especially to support the orphans. I think we said we would work with you as Frank About Health would work with you in doing those campaigns going forward, correct?
Yes, please join because we're going to also in New York, we're going to get crowned 2 Model 101 winners. The Angelica from Philadelphia and Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
And this is another 101 winner from Paris Fashion Week.
Awesome.
So they're coming here, Madalina Popescu from Belgium. And so from Belgium, and so you will see and all this crowned ceremony, and you will meet and have a chance to meet and greet those celebrities.
Yes. Well, okay, everybody. Now that is it for Lacie Cupani, and I'm signing off, and I will be back with a new episode next week. But please remember that Lacie Cupani will be a regular support, that we will work together and collaborate throughout the rest of this year into 2027. So I'm going to leave you with a small video compilation, and then we're going to sign right off. And as she is saying, live life every day with love. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you again, Lacie, for being here. And
Most welcome. Thank you so much.
oh, you are so welcome. And I am going to close this out in style. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3.